Hello everybody, welcome back to Beware the Terrible. So today we have a new deck for you called Kinesis. So I'm sorry, but this deck is a little it's not perfect because we don't have the perfect supporter cards. It is expanded. It is in expanded format. So we don't have Marnies, we don't have the usual regular standard cards. We don't have Zacian, we don't have Oricorio GX, we don't have Jirachi. But we do have one Didin GX, and we do have the necessary cards to make this a strong deck. So the reason I made this expanded deck is because my account got suspended because I had a language issue. Apparently my choice of words was not was a bit rude and incorrect, was inappropriate. So I would watch out for that next time. But I'll try my best not to get suspended, and I'll try to make more standard decks in the future. But for standard decks, it would be a bit hard for me for the next 14 days because my account is suspended. It will only be lifted. The suspension is lifted after 14 days. So that would be about the next 5 videos. I would probably make 1 or 2 standard decks within these 5 videos. But for today, it will be an expanded one. So this is called Kinesis because we are featuring this deck. We are featuring this deck on the Caturday attack. So all of our cards have the Caturday. So it's basically the main card we are featuring is Gathering of Cats. The Gathering of Cats ability, which ignores all of the attack cost of each of your Pokemon in play that has the Caturday attack. So basically, the only Caturday card we have in this deck, is Meowth with the Caturday attack and Tail Wap, which is basically useless. But what we want to use is Ear Kinesis. We want to use Ear Kinesis for no attack cost, for 0 attack cost. So as you can see, it's 3 energy, which is very heavy. But with Gathering of Cats, Espurr gets to do Ear Kinesis for 0 attack cost. And Ear Kinesis allows you to bypass the active Pokemon, target any one of their benched Pokemon, and do 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon for each damage counter on that Pokemon. So it's basically the same thing as our previous deck, Targeted Skewer. If you're not familiar with that, you can watch our previous video, which features Woobat and Barraskewda. So Barraskewda is the new Vivid Voltage card with the attack Targeted Skewer that allows you to do basically the same thing as Ear Kinesis, but it only has 1 water energy cost. For Ear Kinesis is a basic Pokemon. That is why I love it, because it's a basic Pokemon. You get to call it out immediately, you get to use it immediately, but it is 3 energy attack cost though. So you still need to evolve Persian for it to be able to work quickly, unless you have a welder or something. But for this deck, we want to be using Persian instead of welders or any special energies. So in pair with Ear Kinesis, we want to be able to deal a lot of damage counters on their bench Pokemon or on their active Pokemon. And to do that, we have our water type Pokemon, Greninja. So Greninja has the Water Shuriken ability, allowing you to deal 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon as long as you discard a water energy from your hand, or as you evolve Greninja GX onto your I'm not sure what it's called, onto your Frogadier. As you evolve onto it, you get to deal 3 damage counter on any one of your opponent's Pokemon. So by it's called sharpshooting or something, shuriken, right? So by using the Shuriken ability, we get to shoot one of our opponent's Pokemon with 3 damage counters, or even with Gale Shuriken, we get to do 2 damage counters on them. So we have 4 Gale Shurikens and we have 3 Greninja Shurikens. So these Shurikens will allow us to place damage counters on their either benched Pokemon or active Pokemon. And then Fion will allow us to push back their active Pokemon if we want to target that Pokemon. And then we can switch out, because Persian has 0 retreat cost, which is very, very nifty, especially in this deck. So if Persian is your active Pokemon, you get to summon Espurr onto your bench with either a Nest Ball or Pokemon Communication or any other balls. you get to use you get to summon Espurr on your turn and then immediately switch out to Espurr as your active, because it's very easy to do that. But it might not be as easy if your Greninja GX ends up as your active Pokemon. So for that, we have our Bird Keepers, we have our Guzma. Guzma allows you to switch out your Pokemon as well as your opponent's Pokemon. So that's very, very nifty. And we even have one Tate and Liza, which allows us the option of either shuffling our hand and draw 5 cards or switch out our active Pokemon. I would probably recommend having 3 Bird Keepers in this deck, but the reason I have a Tate and Liza is because I kind of like having the variety, and also I don't have enough coins to buy, because this is a new account. I don't have enough coins yet to buy another Bird Keeper deck. As you can see, I only have 27 coins, and to buy a Bird Keeper deck you need 500 coins, and I only at the moment have one Bird Keeper deck, which is, I think, the Darmanitan one. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the Darmanitan one. So you have 2 Bird Keeper decks in the theme expansion. One is I think that Darkness Ablaze. Yep, it's Darkness Ablaze. So one is Darmanitan theme deck, and another one is Surfetch, Galarian Surfetch theme deck. So either of those, you get 2 Bird Keepers, but I only bought 1, so I only got 2. And so I think I've gone on too long about that, but basically this deck features the Ear Kinesis attack, which is supported by Gathering of Cats, allowing us to use that attack for 0 attack cost, just because Espurr has the Caturday attack, which fits the Gathering of Cats ability. So you might find other combos, other cards with the Caturday attack which could do amazing stuffs as well, but for this deck we are focusing on the Ear Kinesis attack. So Caturday, Ear Kinesis. There are other Caturday cards, but for this deck it's only Espurr. So we are focusing on Espurr and Greninja. So we are trying to attack with Greninja's Haze Slash. If for some reason they have a Mew or something, a Sky Pillar that blocks our Ear Kinesis attack, or if they have any Pokemons that heal very fast or blocks damage counters. For example, what's it called again? A hood, a stealthy hood, or a metal goggles. Yep. So those blocks damage counters, which means we don't get to use our shuriken effect to place damage counters on them. We don't get to, on the same turn, use Ear Kinesis. That is very nifty, by the way. If we evolve place damage counters on our turn, meaning we get to use Ear Kinesis on our turn before they heal anything, before they scoop it up or heal or do anything. So we can already deal. For example, if we evolve one Frogadier, if we already have 2 Froakie on our bench, and if we use Gale Shuriken twice, we can already place 4 damage counters on it and deal 80 damage with Ear Kinesis if it's on their bench. If it's not, then we can use Fion to push it into the bench, and then that is already a total of 120 damage. So you can see how powerful it is. And the next turn, if you have 2 Greninjas and if you have already 1 Froakie on the bench, you get to evolve again Gale Shuriken, and you get to evolve, for example, 2 Shuriken Flurry, or 1 Shuriken Flurry and 1 Water Shuriken, with a total of 80 damage, 8 damage counters, 3, 3, and 2. So 8 damage counters. This one you get to do it every turn, by the way. You don't have to devolve it again. Whereas with Haze Slash, you get to, with this Greninja GX card, you get to shuffle it back into the deck with Haze Slash, meaning it's an automatic devolution. You don't need devolution sprays, you don't need devolution spray Z's, you just need to use Haze Slash. That is why we have water energies in this deck, not only for water shuriken discards, but also for Haze Slash. We want to be charging up our Greninja GX to be able to use Haze Slash, for it to shuffle back so that we can re-evolve and reuse the Shuriken Flurry effect, the Shuriken Flurry ability, so that we can replace even more damage counters and then reuse Ear Kinesis for new Pokemons, because they are gonna place new GXs or new benched Pokemons. So new benched Pokemons are not gonna have any damage counters on them, meaning it's gonna be a bit tricky for us to use Ear Kinesis unless we re-evolve them. Or we can even use Haze Slash, keep Greninja on the active spot, don't shuffle it back into the bench. As you can see, it says you may shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it onto your deck after using Haze Slash. You don't have to. So if for example they can't knock out your Greninja GX for some reason, they can't knock it out yet, you can keep it there and then deal 110 damage, and then on the next turn use Fion to push that back, and then switch out either with a Bird Keeper or retreat to your Espurr and deal 220 damage to that previous active Pokemon, to their previous active Pokemon, with summing up to a total of 330 damage, enough to kill a G-Max already, sorry, a V-Max already, or a tag team. So 330 damage, you can even pile an extra 20 damage with another Gill Shuriken maybe already on your bench, or even with another Water Shuriken 30, to a total of 360 damage, enough to kill VMAX. You know, that's very powerful. So we even have a Guzma just in case we need to pull out a particular Pokemon that is very significant. For example, a high energy Pokemon that they have already charged up, Pokemon that they usually we would be dragging out Pokemons that is blank, you know, blank Pokemons that is just freshly started, they haven't charged it up, they are not intending on using it yet, like a Didin GX or whatever. But that Pokemon is not going to be attacked. We are going to be pulling that out so that we get to use our ability to target the bench, and then use our Ear Kinesis to knock out the bench. So that's what we want to do. We want to pull out a useless Pokemon so that we can target the useful one. You know, we want to push the useful one to the bench and kill the useful one. So we also have all the balls to summon our Pokemon, and Brooklyn Heal allows us to summon our basic water type, which means we get to summon Fion very easily. We get to summon Froakie easily and Fion easily, Froakie over and over again. After using Haze Slash, we get to summon Froakie again. But if they have Chaotic Swell or other stadium cards, then we don't get to use it anymore, because we only have one of it. The reason we only have one is because we have other cards that I find more useful. For example, a Dive Ball allows you to get a lot of cards. You know, it's much more flexible. It allows you to get basic, evolution, Fion. It allows you to get any of the water type Pokemons. So that's the fun thing about expanded decks, is that you get a lot of choices of cards. You get a lot of balls. You have Level Ball, Heavy Ball, what other balls? You have Friend Ball. I think Friend Ball is still in standard. So you have Level Ball, Heavy Ball, Repeat Ball, Dive Ball. I think that's it. For expanded deck, you have all those 4 balls, but the most useful, and you even have Nest Ball, my bad. Nest Ball allows you to search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it immediately onto your bench. So that is very useful. It's better than Quick Ball, because Quick Ball, you need to discard a card from your hand. But sometimes discarding is an advantage, because you might have a Metal Saucer, or you might need to discard a Pokemon for some reason, or a Leon even. So sometimes Quick Ball can be very useful. So we also have a Professor's Letter in this deck. So Letter allows you to draw 2 energy cards from your deck, any basic energy cards. So it's for standard format, we only have Energy Spinners and Energy Searches, which allows you to search for only 1 energy. For expanded, we have Professor's Letter allows you to draw 2 energies, whereas in standard format, the only way to draw 2 energies is either with a Giant Hearth or with a Capacious Bucket, which only limits you to Fire type energy or Water type energies. There is no other way to search your deck for 2 Leaf type or any other type energy cards with an item or a stadium card. No other way. So you have to either use a Sonia for that, or any other cards. There are Lady is expanded as well. Lady allows you to search your deck for 4 basic energy cards. So I don't want to go on too long about that, but we also have rescue stretchers, 2 rescue stretchers to allow us to get back any cards that we need, especially the Espurr, because we only have 3 Espurs. It gets knocked out very easily because it's only 60 HP, so we need to recycle it a lot, because we also have Sycamores. Sycamores means we have to discard cards from our hand in order to draw cards. So we might discard the cards that we need just because we need to draw. So we might need to recycle those cards. So Rescue Charger is very nifty. It's much better than the Rod. Rod is standard, but Rescue is expanded. So Rescue is no longer standard, but is very, very, very useful, because it allows you to put a Pokemon. It allows you to choose either to put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand, or to shuffle 3 Pokemon into your deck. Rods allow you to shuffle energy cards as well, but Rescue allows you to choose, gives you the option of putting it into your hand, which is very, very, very useful. Whereas Rod, you need to summon back the Pokemon, you need either an Evolution Incense, a Quick Ball, or a Pokemon Communication, or other balls, you know, to be able to summon that Pokemon back out. Whereas this card, you can immediately take it from your bench, take it from your discard pile and evolve, or put it on your bench, and you're ready to go. So Rescue Stretcher is very, very powerful. And we have 2 aqua patches. And so the numbers, as you can see, are as follows. We have 3 of each Meowth and Persians. We have 3 Espurs, 1 DDGX, 4 Froakies, 4 Frogadiers, 1 Water Shuriken Greninja, 2 Shuriken Flurry Greninja or Greninja GX, 2 Fiones, 2 Aqua Patches, 2 Dive Balls, and 3 of each Nest Ball and Evolution Incense, 1 Pokemon Communication, 2 Professor's Ladder, 2 Rescue Stretcher, 1 Brooklet Hill, 2 Bird Keeper. So the supporter cards are a bit weird in this deck because it's expanded. It's not as familiar. Colress is very powerful. It allows you to shuffle your hand into your deck and draw a number of cards equal to the number of benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponent. So it's very, very powerful, because some people might have Skyfield, or they might use an Eternatus VMAX ability, which gives them an added, might give both players or one player added bench. So this might do a lot. It allows you to draw a lot sometimes. So Colress, we have 1 of it. We have 2 Cynthias. We have 1 Gladion, just in case one ends up in our prize card. Any Greninja or Espurs end up in our prize card. So we have 1 Guzma, 1 N. Very powerful sometimes, especially when they have the advantage in terms of prize cards. It can really turn the table sometimes, you know. And it's kind of like resets them, except in supporter card format, and also you get to shuffle your hand. We have 1 Pokemon Fan Club, kind of the same as Sonia, except you don't have the option of either choosing Pokemon or energy cards. And we have, so I would actually switch that for Sonia, but you know, I would just, for this deck, I think I'll just leave it. But if I were you, I would switch that for Sonia, because Sonia has the option. But it doesn't really matter, because we have Professor's Ladder to draw our energies. We have 9 energies, and we don't really need to worry about it. But it would be kind of better, you know, to swap that for Sonia. So swap Pokemon Fan Club for Sonia. We have 2 Sycamores. We have 1 Tate and Liza, and 9 Water Energy cards. So without further ado, let's demonstrate our deck. So it's called Cat Kinesis because it features our Gathering of Cats ability, and it features Espurr's Ear Kinesis. It's 20 minutes. I took 20 minutes to explain that. Sorry about that. For future reference, you can just skip to the gameplay if you're bored of the lengthy explanations. But I kind of like lengthy explanations because you get to understand more, and the more you understand, the better you play, and the better you play, the more you win. I really picked the wrong time to get suspended, seriously. Because it was, today is the Players Cup, today is the initial initiation date of the Players Cup. And I have to wait 14 days. I have to wait 14 days for my suspension to get lifted. And then before I can join the Players Cup. So that's very frustrating. And this account, it's not very powerful. I don't have Jirachis in this account. I don't have I don't have Zacian. I don't have Oricorio GX. I don't have Marnies. I don't have Blues Tactics. I don't have anything in this deck. Not in this deck, in this account. So standard decks is gonna be hard to build, but expanded is much easier because, you know, there are a lot of base cards that is already given, especially in the beginning of the game, like Professor's Research. Sorry, not Professor's Research. The equivalent of Professor's Research, which is Juniper or Sycamore. And all of the, and Cynthia and all of the, you know, useful supporter cards. So in terms of that, in terms of expanded format, it's very easy to build an expanded deck from the get-go because you get a lot of cards that you get a lot of cards that you need very easily. I think I did something wrong there. I'm just gonna Cynthia because they're probably gonna knock out my Meowth. So it would be wiser to get 2 Meowths on and then evolve the next turn. I probably won't be able to evolve now because I just wasted my Evolution Incense. And I have no supporter cards in hand. If they switch, then we're done for. I should have used the Dean actually. I should have kept my hand and try to use a Dean or something. But if I kept my hand, they might just kill my Meowth with their 11th hour tackle. Sorry, with their drill bazooka. Gorman dies. Okay, that's good. We have that. And we can actually knock this out. 120. Oh, not enough. So close. We can knock that one out though. So we can actually kill either the Snorlax. Oh, we can't kill the Snorlax. We can only kill the Vibrava. So that's fine. Let's just do the Vibrava. I don't know. It might have been better to actually kill this one or, you know, damage it. Or I might actually fare better drawing cards with Caturday. Oh well. So the new effects work even when you're at the bench. In the previous format, I think Sun and Moon and below, all of the effects only work when your Pokemon is in the active spot. Whereas in the new Sword and Shield format, everything works wherever your Pokemon is placed, whether it's in the bench or in the active spot. The effects work everywhere. So for example, Stone Energy's effect doubles Soft Wool effect, and I think Flygon GX is I can't remember what its ability is called, but it reduces damage by 30. It reduces damage done by your opponent's Pokemon by 30 wherever it is, whether it's in the bench or in the active spot. The ability is activated anyways. So we are going to destroy that. So I'm gonna keep charging my Greninja because I'm probably gonna call the Shuriken Flurry one. Shuriken Flurry. Because I don't have the Water Shuriken. Also, I have already charged it with 2 energies. The Water Shuriken one has only 1 energy cost attack. So it's basically pointless to charge it with 2 energies. Weakness Policy is an old card. Protects it from weaknesses. So instead of Weakness Policy, the new standard format, we have Weakness Guard Energy. We don't have Weakness Policy. No longer a tool card protecting you from weaknesses, but an energy card instead. A special energy protecting you from weaknesses. The same as the Shrine of Memories. Shrine of Memories was a stadium card that allows your Pokemon to use its previous evolution attacks. But now instead of stadium card format, we have a tool card that allows you to do the same effect. A memory capsule instead of a Shrine of Memories. Are they gonna kill our Greninja? Nope, thank goodness. So we can actually kill that already. Definitely have to shuffle it back though. That's not good. So I'm gonna get a Dedenne and another Froakie. Yeah, let's just get that. Oh, we have nest balls anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I can't switch. I think I'm gonna have to do that, because I'm gonna have to waste my Greninja. Because I'm actually scared of their... Oh, I can actually use the other attack, Shadowy Hunter, to try and place damage counters on that one. But I don't want to take any chances. Yes. So we're gonna put forth a Persian for the sacrifice. Sorry Persian, you have to go. I'm really intrigued what those 2 cards are. They're probably gonna put it on the bottom, put a doll back on the bottom of their deck, and then Gorman dies. Gorman dies. Ooh, a Marnie. It's a very standard-ish deck, because they have Gleamwood, Tangled, Boss's Order. They don't have Lysander, Quick Balls, Crushing Hammers, Pokemon Communication. Rosa is Cosmic Eclipse. I don't have a Rosa, not even in my real account. They have Stone Energy, Marnie, Professor's Research, Evolution Incense, Weakness Policy. Weakness Policy is the only expanded card. This one is, I think it's, oh, Brock's Grit. I think it's expanded, I'm not sure. What am I gonna do? So we actually we actually can't do anything this turn. I'm gonna there's no point wasting our Fion. I'm gonna put that one for the sacrifice. So I'm gonna draw a card with Caturday. Oh, we drew a Cynthia. Oh, I didn't see that. A telescopic sight. So we have 4 prize cards left, they have 5 left. Probably gonna be even out after the Espurr kill. Oh, 11th hour tackle. That's weird. They don't want to discard anymore, I guess. That's really weird. That's very threatening. So let's get that out of the way. We're not gonna use rescue stretcher yet. I wished I could have used the aqua patch, but there's no water energy in our discard pile. So we're gonna evolve Greninja again, and it's already 2 energy attached, 2 energy charged. So now we just need to wait another turn for it to be able to do Haze Slash again. And it can actually last for 2 attacks because its HP is very high. According to, in comparison to their attack. If they have a high attack, then its HP might not be that high. Because it's actually lower than Tag Team HP. A Tag Team GX is 240 at least. The Togepi Cleffa and Igglybuff GX is 240. Gengar Mimikyu GX is 240 as well. I can't remember what else is 240. Alright, Pikachu Zekrom is 240. So we're gonna go Ear Kinesis here. There we go. So bad thing about this deck is if they have a Sky Pillar or a Mew, then we're done for. But if they have a Mew, we can use a Guzma and we can knock out that Mew with either our Haze Slash or with our Shuriken abilities. We can knock out the Mew with Shuriken abilities because Shuriken is actually quite high. It's not 1 damage counter or 3, it's 2 or 3. As opposed to the Galarian Zigzagoon and Obstagoon. And Galarian Linoon has no ability. So it's gonna be quite easy from here because we haven't used our GX attack yet. We only have one GX attack in this deck, and it is the Shadowy Hunter, allowing us to deal 130 damage to one of our opponent's benched Pokemon. So Shadowy Hunter would probably end the game if they have well, actually they need an EX. They need a low HP EX for us to end the game with Shadowy Hunter in one turn. Otherwise we can do it in 2 turns. So I'd probably Fion Shadowy Hunter the Snorlax, or I might just Shadowy Hunter the Trapinch. Might be safer to kill the Trapinch first, because they might have a rare candy. They have a Karate Belt. Oh, they just did that. It's 2 energy retreat cost, so that's not good. I'm gonna compress my deck over here. This is quite a long game, but it's actually pretty clear, you know, that they're gonna lose, because it's not a good match for them. Because we probably, you know, it's probably not too fair for them. There we go, knocked out the Trapinch with 2 energy attached on it. Bye. So we need 2 more turns to knock out that Snorlax or anything on their bench. We can't actually knock out anything on their bench because we don't have a Guzma anymore. Oh, Gorman dies. Oh, 1, 0. They have 0 cards in their deck, so we can just pass the turn and we win. Oh, they conceded before that. Okay, so we are going probably for another game because it's 40 minutes now, but I'll just go for another game because we usually do 2 games in a recording. Steelix. I actually miss the EXs and the old cards, Prism Stars and Megas. It's actually very, very cool. I'm just gonna call another Froakie. Probably gonna get knocked out next turn, one of it. Hopefully not. 130. Ninja Boy. Ninja Boy does a lot, by the way. If you have a Ninja Boy and if you use it for expanded, Ninja Boy is expanded, but if you have a Ninja Boy, you can do a lot of things with it. So we're just gonna do that. They might heal the next turn, but we're just gonna do it. So bad thing about this deck, another bad thing, is that if they have only an active Pokemon, we can't use Ear Kinesis, because Ear Kinesis only works for benched Pokemon. Let me get my energies now. We didn't actually charge energy in the first turn. I think that would be it. Yeah. Whoa, they managed to charge 5 energies. 160. 2 types. Double type. This is probably going to be a very quick game, because I don't think I can win this one. I'm gonna save that space for the game. Hopefully we get one next turn. Always a Cynthia. Cynthia showing up on Caturdays. Tag team. Oof. That is brutal. Get a Fion. Charge that Greninja. It's only 10 though. It would have been nice if it's like 30, because it's like 5 energy. But that's the bad thing about old cards, is that they don't do a lot of damage. Not enough. Not enough to kill a VMAX, because VMAXs are like 1 stage higher in terms of HP. Might actually prepare another Persian, just because I shouldn't have saved that Froakie. I'm just scared about, should I put this on the bench? If they Guzma or bosses order this one, I'm done for. They're probably gonna full metal wall anyways. So I'm just gonna leave that. Sorry. $240 only. If I had one more damage counter, yeah, if I had one more damage counter, I would have won. I mean, I would have knocked that out. Oh, they can actually knock our Espurr. Espurr 30. evolve to knock that one actually. 160 is not gonna kill this. But they can full metal ball our Greninja though. So that's the scary part. 30 is gonna kill that, but not yet though. I think I might know what to do. I'll Shadowy Hunter this, and then if they switch out though, that's the bad thing. Haze Slash? I don't know what to do. Okay. I'm just gonna do that. I was thinking of Shadowy Huntering the Lucario Melmetal, but there's probably no. It's just an additional 2 damage counter, so it's 20 damage. It's basically pointless. So we're gonna do that because I don't want them to discard my energy, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of my bench now. Probably I've been smarter to sacrifice the Froakie, because Meowth actually lets us draw. They haven't used the full metal. No full metal yet. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna retreat and Bird Keeper. Shit. Okay. What can we do here? Oh, they don't have a bench. So there's actually no point Bird Keepering. Okay, this is bad. If they don't place a bench the next turn, it's gonna be bad. Unless we evolve this one and somehow get a air balloon or another Bird Keeper. An Aqua Patch would have been nice. If only we have an Aqua Patch. I'm just gonna compress it. Yeah, just compress it. Oh, there we go. And an Aqua Patch. Yay, Aqua Patch. We don't have to wait another turn. And we get to deal even more damage. And they are down to 1 card in their hand. That's even better. And now we deal 110. And I think that was it. That's the game. Oh, yay. We actually won. Yep. We can actually stay there, but I just kind of like the effect of shuffling it back into the deck because it's kind of nifty. It's It's kind of cool to watch that happen. You don't see that every day, not on the game board. So that's all for this deck. As you can see, it's quite successful in its gameplay. But obviously, if you are paired against like super decks, like the dark decks are very crazy. The dark, I can't remember what the name is. Zorrock and Greninja Tag Team GX. If you are paired against that deck, they have the Incineroar GX, they have the Sharpedo from Cosmic Eclipse, they have the Weavile GX, they have Max Elixirs, they have BDs, they have Dark Patches, they have all kinds of energy attachment systems that allows them to, and Darkrai GXs as well. So they don't need Weavile GX, they just need a Darkrai EX to allow them to switch around their Pokemons. And oh, no, my bad. Darkrai EX's ability allows you to have no retreat cost for any of your Pokemon that have dark energy attached to it. Weavile GX, the ability is different. It allows you to switch around your dark energy cards between Pokemons. So it's kind of a different ability, but they usually don't have a Weavile GX if it's an expanded format. If it's an expanded format, they usually have Darkrai EXs, Darkrai GXs. They might not even have Incineroar, but they have a lot of elixirs. And that deck is basically the worst deck to be up against because it's very fast and it deals a lot of damage in the very first turn. Even if they go second, they deal a lot of damage in the first turn. They have Dedeans, they have Crobat Vs. It really speeds up. They can really speed up their gameplay very fast. So if you're up against those crazy decks like even a Delga, an Arceus Delga Palkia tag team with double dragon energies, or the Ultra Necrozma with the Silent Lab and the I can't remember what that tool card is. Silent Lab and a tool card that allows them to deal a lot of damage with no energy, with only double dragon energy cost, I think, for 170 damage. So that Ultra Necrozma deck, the ADPZ deck, and a lot of other strong expanded format decks. If you're up against those decks, then this deck is not that effective, especially if they have a Mew or any bench protection systems or any healing systems. Actually, if you do enough damage before they heal, before they use either a Violent Appetite or Melolana or any kind of healing cards, if you do enough damage to knock them out, then they can't heal. So that's the strong point of this deck, is that you get to deal, you get to place damage counter and deal damage on your turn. You don't have to wait to use Ear Kinesis, you get to do it on your turn. So you get to evolve on your turn and then Ear Kinesis on your turn. But it's basically the same if you have Roxy Blow-Away Bomb or a Galarian Zigzagoon Obstagoon, but I kind of prefer this one because it's easy to recycle it. Haze Slash allows you to recycle it very easily, and Water Shuriken, you can recycle it just by recycling your water energy cards. And to do that, we have our Aqua Patch. Instead of energy retrieval, we use Aqua Patch to save those energies into our Haze Slash, to attach them to our Haze Slash Greninja, and then to shuffle it back into our deck if we do want to reuse that Water Shuriken or even Shuriken Flurry. So that's it for this deck. Hope you enjoyed it. We are gonna be making a few more expanded decks before we go back to the standard format, because as I said, my account got suspended and it's gonna be 14 days before I can be full on standard with you guys. So standard format Mega is gonna be on hold for the next 14 days, but I'm gonna try to make a few standard decks before then, maybe one or two. I've tried to make one, but it failed really hard because I don't have the right cards in this deck, as I said, and it's really hard to find them. And I tried to make them from the theme decks, as you can see, Zamazenta theme deck, Dreadnought theme deck, because they have really good supporter cards there already, but not good enough. They don't have Marnies, they don't have the right supporter cards that I really need, like Guzma and Hala, Melo and Lana, all of the right ones, you know, it's really hard to find them. It's not in the theme decks. You can't buy them in the shop. You have to either buy the booster packs in the shop, or you have to go to the events tournament and get tradable packs and trade for the cards that you need, or open those packs. So it's very, very difficult. So it's gonna take time to be able to build those decks. So stay tuned for more episodes with us here at Beware the Terrible, and hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and share and subscribe to our channel if you enjoy our videos, if you want to see more. And stay tuned in for more. Check the description for promo codes, any other deck list details, and don't forget to use up your tournament keys in the events. As you can see in the event section, they have the Players Cup qualifiers. So if you have already signed up, I haven't signed up in this account. I've signed up in my main account, so I don't have any keys, as you can see. But if you have signed up to the Play Pokemon, I don't remember what it's called. It's here. It's in the first page. The Play Pokemon Challenge Team thing. The Play Pokemon event. If you go to your Trainers Club account in the Pokemon.com website, and if you activate that, you have to activate it. If you activate that, then you can join the next Players Cup. So if you don't get to join this one, remember to activate that for the next Players Cup, so that you get to join and you get to compete. I think it's only in the standard format though. So that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't want to go on too long. Have a nice day and keep playing, keep winning, and keep having fun with Pokemon TCGO. Bye!